In the forgotten corner of existence, a nameless universe drifted in silent beauty, nebulae of crystal, diamond planets and twin purple suns. Here, time itself seemed to slow, as if the cosmos was holding its breath, suspended in a moment of perfect stillness. The stars shimmered with a cold, distant light, illuminating worlds that had never known footsteps, never heard a single voice. It was a realm untouched by chaos, a sanctuary of cosmic artistry where every planet spun in harmony and every sun burned with quiet dignity. For eons, peace reigned. No wars, no empires, just a perfect, untouched canvas. The universe was a gallery of wonders, each world a masterpiece, each moment a gentle echo of creation's intent. Civilizations had never risen, and so none had ever fallen. The silence was not emptiness, but a profound serenity, a lullaby sung by the stars themselves. Then, the silence shattered, a tear in the fabric of space, bleeding impossible colors and raw energy. The rift was sudden, violent and unnatural, as if reality itself had been wounded. It pulsed with a chaotic rhythm, sending ripples of distortion across the void. The very laws of physics seemed to tremble, and the once peaceful stars recoiled from the wound, their light flickering in alarm. From the rift, two colossal shadows emerged, titans of steel and wire, bearing scars from countless wars. Their forms were immense, dwarfing mountains and moons alike, their armor etched with the history of 1,000 forgotten battles. They moved with purpose, their eyes burning with ancient rivalries and unspoken oaths. One shone silver and gold, a beacon of order. Its presence radiated a sense of justice and unwavering resolve, as if it had been forged to protect and preserve. Every movement was precise, every gesture a testament to discipline and honor. It was a guardian, a symbol of hope in the face of chaos. The other, black and crimson, radiated menace and power. Its armor absorbed the starlight, casting long shadows across the void. Red energy pulsed beneath its plating, hinting at a boundless fury and a hunger for dominance. It was the embodiment of destruction, a force that thrived on conflict and chaos. The universe, unprepared, faced its first and last great war. The arrival of these titans was a cataclysm, a storm that threatened to unravel the very fabric of reality. Worlds that had never known fear now trembled, and the silence that once defined this place was replaced by a growing sense of dread. The arrival was violent, energy waves shaking planets and knocking moons from orbit. Shockwaves tore through the cosmos, shattering the delicate balance that had endured for eons. Planets cracked, atmospheres burned, and the very air vibrated with the force of their presence. The universe itself seemed to cry out in protest. The purple suns flickered, as if fearing the intruders. Their light, once steady and reassuring, now wavered with uncertainty. Shadows stretched across the land, and the colors of the sky deepened to bruised violets and angry reds. Even the stars seemed to retreat, hiding from the conflict that was about to unfold. These were not explorers, but the embodiment of conflict itself. They carried with them the weight of countless destroyed worlds, the memory of endless battles fought in forgotten galaxies. Their purpose was singular: to wage war, to conquer, or to defend, to decide the fate of all that lay before them. The two titans hovered in the alien starlight, eternal enemies bringing their war to a place that had never known strife. The stage was set, the universe itself holding its breath as the ancient adversaries prepared to clash. Every atom seemed to vibrate with anticipation, every planet a silent witness to the coming storm. The silent universe braced for its first legend. In the hush before the storm, hope and fear mingled in the cosmic winds, and the fate of this untouched realm hung in the balance. The story of this war would echo through eternity, a legend born from the collision of order and chaos. The war was about to begin. In the heart of the void, destiny awakened, and the universe would never be the same again. The first Titan, Aegis Prime, gleamed with silver and gold, wings of energy shimmering like an angel's. Piloted by Kalen, a commander devoted to protecting life, Aegis Prime drew power from hope itself. Its Spear of Sol could channel stellar energy, while the Guardian Shield absorbed any attack. Kalen and Aegis were one, conscience and vessel, knight and shield. Opposing him was Oblivion, a monstrous machine of black armor and crimson veins, powered by a void engine that thrived on chaos. Malachor, its pilot, believed existence was a mistake. His mission: erase it all. Oblivion's entropy cannons and world breaker claws were weapons of pure annihilation. Where Kalen saw sanctuary, Malachor saw a blank slate for destruction. Two titans, two philosophies, creation versus oblivion. The battle began, not with a sudden explosion or a hidden ambush, but with a moment of tense anticipation that seemed to stretch across the stars. Two colossal mechas, each a symbol of their pilot's beliefs, stood poised on the edge of destiny, their metallic forms gleaming beneath the alien sky. It was not a sneak attack that would decide the fate of this world, but a choice, a decision that would echo through eternity. Kalen, piloting the noble Aegis Prime, reached out with every sensor and instinct, determined to protect the diamond world below. He scanned for signs of life, searching for any trace of innocence that might be caught in the crossfire. His mission was clear: to shield this untouched planet from the horrors of war, to be a guardian when the universe needed one most. Across the void, Malachor, encased in the obsidian armor of oblivion, saw only a target, a world ripe for annihilation. To him, the planet was nothing more than a canvas for destruction, a testament to the futility of hope. With a cold, unwavering resolve, Malachor charged his entropy cannon, the weapon's core swirling with chaotic energy. He was intent on erasing beauty, on reducing all that was precious to dust, simply for the sake of nothingness, a void where meaning could not survive. But Kalen would not stand aside. He thrust Aegis Prime between oblivion and the vulnerable world, activating a shimmering shield. His every movement declared his intent: this planet would not fall, not while he still drew breath. Stand down, Malachor. This universe is innocent. It deserves a chance to thrive, to dream, to exist without fear. Malachor's reply was as chilling as the void itself. Innocence is a flaw, I'll grant it a swift end. Mercy is wasted on a universe destined for oblivion. The first shot, a seething orb of crimson anti-energy, hurtled from Oblivion's weapon, tearing through the silence of space. It was a declaration, a promise of devastation, aimed not just at the planet, but at the very idea of hope. This was no ordinary war. It was not for territory, nor for power, but for the right of existence itself. The fate of the universe hung in the balance, suspended between two irreconcilable ideals. Two titans like gods of old, clashed in the endless void. Their every blow was a thunderous argument, their ideals echoing through the cosmos, shaping the destiny of all who would come after. As the crimson orb struck the shield with a blinding flash, the universe's innocence was lost in that instant, a moment that would be remembered for eons. The true battle had begun, and with it, the fate of all creation would be decided in the clash of these two unstoppable wills. The crimson orb streaked through the endless void, a harbinger of chaos and destruction. Its energy pulsed with a malevolent rhythm, tearing through the silence of space. But Kalen, ever vigilant, was ready for the onslaught, his senses sharpened by countless battles. "Guardian Shield! Full power!" Kalen's voice rang out, unwavering. Aegis Prime's golden barrier shimmered to life, absorbing the devastating blast. The shield strained, its surface rippling under the force, but it held strong, a beacon of hope against the darkness. Malachor, relentless and merciless, pressed the attack. His entropy cannons roared, unleashing a storm of annihilation that lit up the cosmos. Each shot was a promise of ruin, a testament to his desire to see everything undone. Space itself became a deadly light show, golden beams clashing with crimson, defense meeting destruction in a ballet of power. The void was alive with energy, every collision echoing across the stars, painting the battlefield with brilliance and dread. Kalen weaved through the chaos, dodging with precision. He knew he couldn't win a war of attrition. Every moment of conflict only fed oblivion, making Malachor's monstrous machine stronger. The stakes were higher than ever. One mistake could mean the end of everything he fought for. Refusing to be cornered, Kalen surged forward, the spear of Saul blazing in his grip. He channeled every ounce of courage and determination, taking the fight directly to Malachor, determined to break the cycle of destruction. The titans collided, spear against claws, energy crackling, sparks flying in every direction. The impact shook the void, sending shockwaves rippling through the battlefield. For a moment, time itself seemed to freeze as the two giants struggled for dominance. Locked in brutal combat, the roles of defender and destroyer blurred. Aegis Prime, once the shield of the innocent, now attacked with righteous fury, while Oblivion, the harbinger of ruin, was forced onto the defensive, resisting the onslaught. The opening exchange ended in a tense stalemate. Both mechas bore the scars of battle, neither willing to yield an inch. The silence that followed was heavy with anticipation, as if the universe itself was holding its breath. Now, the true battle for the universe's fate was set to begin. The rivals faced each other, their resolve unbroken, their power unmatched. Every movement, every decision would shape the destiny of countless worlds. Each move became a test of will and purpose, a contest not just of strength but of spirit. The pilots' faces, etched with determination, revealed the weight of their burdens and the hope that still burned within. The silent universe watched, bearing witness to a conflict that would echo through eternity. Stars flickered in the distance as if aware that their fate too hung in the balance. The dance of destruction was only beginning. With every clash, the stakes grew higher. Existence itself trembled on the edge, awaiting the outcome of this cosmic struggle. The fight crashed down to the diamond planet's skies. Malachor tried to use the world as a weapon, blasting the surface to create deadly crystal shards. Kalen adapted, weaving through explosions, using the fractured landscape for cover. He lured Oblivion into a deep canyon, a trap. In the narrow chasm, Oblivion's size became a weakness. Aegis Prime ricocheted from wall to wall, impossible to target. Suddenly, Kalen struck from above, plunging the spear of Saul into Oblivion's shoulder. Sparks flew. An entropy cannon was crippled. Kalen had drawn first blood, but Malakor's fury only grew. The planet trembled, the battle escalating. Each move reshaped the world below. The war was far from over. Both titans prepared for the next gambit. Enraged, Malakor activated Oblivion's ultimate weapon Void Engine Overload. Crimson energy surged. He would destroy everything, even himself, to win. Kalen saw the reading spike. No time to escape, only one chance to save the world. Aegis, divert all power to the heart core. Prepare for maximum output. Aegis Prime's golden light intensified, turning the mecha into a living shield. Kalen would meet annihilation with creation, hope against void. He charged, arms wide, chest plate blazing, ready to contain the blast. "This ends now, Malakor!" Kalen's voice rang out defiant. He became the heart of the machine, the will to protect. The ultimate sacrifice was set in motion. The fate of the universe hung in the balance, light and darkness prepared to collide. Oblivion unleashed a sphere of devouring blackness. Absolute nothingness expanding to consume all. Malakor laughed, triumphant as the void spread. But Aegis Prime met it with a wall of golden light, heart core blazing. Kalen poured his life into the machine, hope battling Oblivion. The forces clashed, void against light, silence against creation. Aegis Prime's armor cracked, Kalen's strength faded, but he held on. The void receded, compressed by the radiant energy. With a final flash, both forces imploded. The shockwave was one of creation. New crystal formations blossomed where destruction had reigned. Oblivion vanished, consumed by its own power. Aegis Prime stood motionless, a blackened statue. Kalen's sacrifice had saved the world. The universe's first legend was born. In the aftermath, a new silence settled, one of reverence, not emptiness. Aegis Prime became a monument, the planet's scars healing with glowing crystal life. The universe was forever changed, marked by conflict and sacrifice. The story of the Titans was etched into the land, the Valley of Sacrifice shining with light. Future inhabitants would find the Silent Guardian, their first legend. The battle taught them about creation, destruction, and the will to protect. The universe now had a soul, a memory. The echo of heroism would resonate for all time. Kalen's sacrifice gave the cosmos a future. The silent universe was silent no more. The legacy of the battle became inspiration, not sorrow. As life emerged, Aegis Prime's story shaped a civilization built on protection and harmony. The fallen Mecha's technology sparked new wonders, cities of light, energy, and balance with nature. Their capital rose at the Guardian's feet, a constant reminder of sacrifice. Oblivion's tale became a warning against nihilism and unchecked ambition. The myth of the Titans guided the universe toward peace and creation. From destruction, a new identity was born. Even in the darkest void, a single act of heroism can spark a light that never goes out.